Hi everyone, my name is Randy Singer. I am the CEO of MusicFirstTalent.com. My company provides interactive and engaging live entertainment and DJs for some of the greatest and most iconic hotels and venues in Miami, such as the Standard Hotel, the Loews Hotel, the Fontainebleau, and many great private parties that perhaps you'll get an invitation to. Living in Miami has been a profound experience for me. And the reason that is because I feel that it is the culmination of my entire lifetime here in Miami. I started out in Ohio as a young boy on a farm and just living with nature and playing my guitar. And then I started living with musicians and then I moved to Nashville. And I played with the greatest musicians in Nashville for 7 years. Garth Brooks, Tanya Tucker, Faith Hill, etc. And then after that, I decided I would move to Brazil. I wanted to see what that was like. And then living in Brazil, I had a chance to perform for 2 years. I was performing on the road and airplanes and the best places with Pepe Gomes, with Gilberto Gil, and Javon. For 2 years, and then I moved to New York City, and where I was performing not only in New York City, but I was working in the recording studios. And I had a chance to work with the greatest, my heroes. I was working with Bruce Springsteen, James Taylor. I was working in the studio, getting them coffee, cleaning the tape heads, labeling the tape boxes, getting coffee. And I saw the entire process of music, how songs are created, how songs are written, how the songs are rehearsed, and seeing Bruce Springsteen, rehearsing with the band. And then I was setting up the microphones for everyone. And then when everyone would leave the studio, I would be alone in the studio and I could just feel the spirits. It was just a great chance for me to really connect with my heroes. Moving to Miami, I started to work with Mark Soika and Tony Goldman, and I was the music director of the Van Dyke Cafe for 7 years. And I had every night, I had the greatest musicians and worked with Al Di Meola perform there. I had ballet, I had jazz, rock, and I was really infatuated with bringing live music and electronic music together. And that is what I'm doing now with all of my hotels and my private parties, is to create an interactive experience where we're doing something different, a new paradigm of live and electronic, and bringing the passion out of everyone who comes to our shows. And I had a great opportunity as a musician to work for 3 years performing in the band with Franco De Vita. And we traveled all throughout Europe and Latin America, and also performing with Julio Iglesias Sr. I played on 3 of his albums, and his son is also I'm in his band. I perform in the band with Julio Iglesias Jr. And it's really great to make music our passion. Our new project is called Mr. Black. And what Mr. Black is, it's an opportunity for everybody to discover within their hearts their highest potential. Mr. Black epitomizes the essence of the best qualities of a great man, which is power, but grace, and empathy, doing the right thing at the right times, looking your best, doing the best for the humanity, and knowing when enough is enough, and sharing it with the generations that are coming up. A very exciting component of my company working with Mr. Black is our commitment to wellness events. For example, we have these full moon parties, and we have these wellness events where we have all the practitioners from yoga, we do sound bowls, we have biohacking, we have next generation healing, quantum acceleration events. And if you want to know more about that, we can provide that for you, because when you're ready, we'll be ready, because we're ready for you. Regarding my personal style, I take note from my name, which is Randy. I like to live my life in a very random kind of way, bringing disparate elements together. Why should we do something that's been done when we can do something brand new, something that's never been done? So I might have one of my ballerinas playing a flute, or I might have a singer singing with a drum, for example, with a fire dancer. We must always do something that's different, that's of service to humanity, bringing it to the highest of vibrations that we can. Because the way we stay young is through new experiences. That's a great question. What is the best memory of one of my past experiences? I've had so many, but I think this particular one stands out. It was for an Art Basel event about 2 years ago. It was for a very famous Bitcoin movie star. I can't really say his name. And I had an entertainment budget it was about $17,000 just for my entertainers. And what I did was I created a carnival circus of entertainment. So I had all the best singers there. I had all these dancers. I gave them costumes. I had percussion players. I had fire spinners. I had ballerinas. I had contortionists. And I had all of them at the same time. And unlike lots of events where the entertainer will just come out and just do 5 or 10 minutes and then go back, I put all my entertainers together. So everyone, all the entertainers were mixed in with the audience, just bringing love. And I had my goddess dancers. They were giving hugs and flowers, and we had the best DJs, and we partied really hard, consciously. The craziest thing I've ever done, that's really difficult. I've had so many experiences like that in my life. I don't know whether it's like when I was in high school and I would run out of my parents' bedroom in the house and I would, at the middle of the night, and just get lost into the woods and running on the streams where it was frozen over in winter, and just being all by myself. And there was a railroad track, and I would sleep out there until the train would come by, and I'd try to get close to the train to feel the energy. And then that kind of independence, or was it when I went to Brazil and I was performing, as I said, with the top artists, and I got arrested because I didn't have my passport after a year. And they put me in prison for 4 months, and I was in a tiny little cell with some very bad men, and I couldn't get out. I didn't speak Portuguese, and the reason I didn't get in trouble because I was singing, and I got all the cellmates to sing along, la 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 la. So my voice echoed down the hall, and so music has always kept me alive. And the other craziest thing I could say is just becoming a musician. It would be an alternative timeline. And this documentary would be about how we could bring back music to the schools, because our children today are growing up with the wrong role models, and all they think about is how they look and how much money they have, etc. But being a musician and being an artist in the schools keeps kids off the streets, keeps them off the drugs, and that would be the documentary that I would love to do one day. Let me say something to that matter. Today's music is missing a little bit of the heart. Everything is about models and bottles and how much money you had. I would much prefer to work with the artists in my company. My artists, they're true artists. They're free from control. They are creating the lyrics, and we're doing a completely new paradigm of entertainment. We haven't had a change in music in the last 20 or 30 years. Think about that. The 60s had their kind of music, 70s and 80s, the 90s, 2000s. So I think we're due for a change in the music, don't you? I would like to be remembered for someone that brought out the superhero in everyone that I meet. And that's why I wear this shirt, the Superman, is that I see you and everyone for who you really are. And who you really are is a person of incredible talent. There's a superhero inside of everyone, and I would like to bring out that in everyone that I meet. I think you could summarize my life philosophy. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Ohio. And my parents always taught me to tell the truth. And my life philosophy is to always be an honest person with everyone I meet, and to bring out the best in everyone I meet. Hard work, make it look easy, really having a good time, but there's been thousands and thousands of hours to become who we are. Let's not be afraid to put in the work to become the highest version of ourselves. When asked to share what I feel would be the message to share with the Mr. Black community, is that I would like to emphasize the word philanthropy, compassion, and empathy. Because it's not how much money we have, but it's what we do with it. And I think it's incumbent upon us to take our resources and help the people and the generations around us. And the other message is for those that don't have what you think you need, we would like to be there for you. The Mr. Black program is going to have a mentorship program. And if you've got some questions and you'd like to have some inspiration, stay tuned with us. Don't give up hope. Listen to your heart and do the right thing. One of the craziest things you can do is to pursue your passion, no matter what it is. So here's a song to inspire you to see your true colors. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. Don't be ashamed to let love show. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow, like a rainbow. I see your true colors, and it's black.